Percent is everywhere. You can see it in shopping malls or supermarkets, in your cell phones, or even in the t-shirts you are wearing. Even in the alcohol we use to sanitize our hands. Our defense against COVID-19. But what is percent? Percent comes from the Latin word percentum, which means for every 100. Percent means per 100. Percent is a ratio of a number with 100. It is represented by the symbol percent.
The grid shows Lito's earnings. The 100 squares show 100 pesos, the total earnings, while the 53 shaded squares represent 53 pesos, the amount given to his mother. So, 53 pesos out of 100 pesos was given to his mother. 53 out of 100 can be written in percent as 53%. But since percent is a ratio, with 100 as the second term, we can write 53% as 53 to 100 in ratio. Ratio can be written in fraction, so 53 to 100 can be written as 53 over 100. As we have in the review lesson, fractions can be written in decimals. Thus, the fraction 53 over 100 can be written as 0.53 or 53 hundredths.
So, how do we change percent? To change percent to ratio, remove the percent sign and change it to colon. Put 100 as the second term. In changing percent to decimals, remove the percent sign and change it to decimal point. Move the decimal point twice to the left. 1, 2, and that's it. To change percent to fraction, change percent to ratio. 53% will become 53 to 100. Use the second term, 100, as the denominator. So you're going to move it as denominator. Then, change colon to fraction bar.
Let's have another example. On this grid, 29 out of 100 squares are shaded. How are we going to write 29 out of 100 in percent? Since percent means per 100, 29 out of 100 is 29%. How about in ratio? Let's follow the steps. Change the percent to colon. Put 100 as the second term. 29% is 29 to 100 in ratio. How about in decimals? Change the percent sign to decimal point. Move the decimal point twice to the left. 1, 2, and that's it. 29% is 0.29 or 0.29. They mean the same. How about in fraction? Change percent to ratio. It will become 29 to 100. Use the second term, which is 100, as denominator. Change the colon to fraction bar. 29% is 29 over 100 or 29 hundredths.
29 out of 100 in percent is 29%. In ratio, it is 29 to 100. 29 out of 100 is 0.29 in decimals and 29 over 100 in fraction. As you can see, percent, ratio, fractions, and decimals are related to each other. Let's summarize what we have learned today. Percent means per hundred. It is a ratio with 100 as the second term. Percent, ratio, fraction, and decimals are related to each other. Percent can be written as fraction, as decimal, or as a ratio. To change percent to ratio, change the percent sign to colon, then put 100 as the second term. To change percent to decimals, change the percent sign to decimal point, then move the point twice to the left. To change percent to fraction, change percent to ratio, then use 100 as the denominator and change colon to fraction bar.
Percents are used like fractions and decimals as a way to describe parts of a whole. In our previous video, we learned that percent, fraction, decimal numbers, and ratio are related. So let's have this problem. 75% of the 40 pupils of Mrs. Robles attended the magic show. How many pupils attended the magic show? So on this kind of problem, we have the three elements: the rate, the base, and the percentage. So to understand the problem, let's answer these questions. What is asked in the problem? So the number of pupils who attended the magic show. What are the given facts? 75% and 40 pupils. So here they are. So the number sentence in this problem, 75% of 40 is blank. What is the missing term or element in the mathematical sentence? Let's see. How many pupils did Mrs. Robles have in all? Mrs. Robles had 40 pupils. 40 is the whole or total number of pupils that Mrs. Robles have. It is called the base. How many percent of the pupils attended the magic show? 75% attended the magic show. 75% is the rate, which can be expressed as a ratio or as a fraction. How many pupils attended the magic show? So, 30 pupils attended the magic show. This is the answer to our problem. 30 is 75% of 40. 30 is the percentage. It is part of the whole. So, to go back with this question, what is the missing term in the mathematical sentence? The missing element is percentage. So, I study this example. 15% of 60 is 9. 15% is rate, 60 is the base, and 9 is the percentage. 15% is the rate. It is given as percent. It can be expressed as a ratio or as a fraction. Rate is the number with the percent sign. So here's the number 15. So here's the percent sign. So if you have this one, this is called the rate. 60 is the base. It is the whole of which you take the percent. The base comes after the word of. So most oftentimes, the base comes after the word of. So here's the word of. So we have the base. 9 is called the percentage. It is part of the whole. In symbols, P equals R times B, where P is the percentage, R is the rate, and B is the base. So let's try this. 54 is 45% of 120. So what is our rate? Remember, it is the number with the percent sign. So we have 45%. So what is our base? It comes after the word of, and it is the whole number. So the number that comes after the word of is 120. So we have 120. What is our percentage? The percentage is 54. So for activities to answer, you will refer to the quarter 3 module 1. So lahat ng question nyo dito manggagaling. So here will be the answer sheet. So you will have 4 activities to answer. So dito nyo lang isusulat yung sagot and you will submit this on Monday. So this is the first activity. We have what I can do. So sabi dito, read the problem carefully. Answer each item. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. So for example, we have number 1. Here's your answer sheet for this. What fraction of the cell phone's battery is used if the screen says that the remaining battery is 29%? So you have to write 29% in fraction. So your answer will be 29 over 100. For the next activity, we have what's more, activity 1. So identify the base, rate, and percentage. Do it on a sheet of paper. So for example, let's do number 1. What is the rate? We have 20%. The base is 40. And the percentage is 8. So you will do the same for the rest of the items. So for assessment, you will just write the letter on this part. I will not give you the answer since this is an assessment. So number 1, what term means per 100? So you will write your answer in here. You will find all the answers on your module. For additional activities, the table below shows the scores of 4 pupils in a recent periodic test. Use the table to answer the question that follows. Do it on your answer sheet. So, here's our the score, kaya lang they are recorded in different manner. Jake was recorded in percent, Laika in fraction, Ken in decimal number, and Ruby in ratio. So, you have to analyze how you're going to answer this. Among the pupils who got the highest score in mathematics, sino ba yon? Kung dalawa, so you will write both the answers, both the names. So in science, sino ba yung pinakamataas? And for question number 2, if the passing score is 75%, who failed in a test? So, in which test did he or she fail? So you have to give 2 answers for this. Who failed the test and in what subject? Okay? Goodbye, class. Happy learning!